Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Right, deep breath. It is only Thursday. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, and as I pulled the deck out, this is the Gilded Tarot Royale. On the bottom, we've got something treason is going to come out. Something news about treasonous action is going to come out. We've got about the Leo potentially. Now that would be Vance or stabbed in the back, Vance. We do know that. I've been mentioning it for a while. It's going to be Narco that gets put into position, and I know the Constitution and I know the steps of secession, but this regime does not follow the Constitution and it does not follow the law, and it has no intention to do so. So pretty much they can do anything they like. This is the orange idiot who declared when Biden signed an executive order that it was a sign of a weak leader, etc. Yet practically every day he has executive order signing time. TRUMMMMMB. Yeah. So rule by decree, and I did say that even before November the 4th, 5th, or whatever it was a couple of years ago, that if they got in, it would be ruling by royal decree. So we've got some sort of treasonous news coming out here. Could be about the orange idiot because he's orange and he's an idiot, or it could be about Vance being betrayed. We've got hidden agendas in regards to a failed contract and relationship, new partnerships while somebody is heading overseas. They're going to be sacrificed and a new is going to be put in place, and that's to me very much about Vance. So watch this week. I think that's coming up in about 7 days or something. Okay, but what I want to have a look at in this particular reading, I'm going to have a look at the Hantavirus. Sorry, you medical people, if I pronounce that incorrectly, the Hantavirus. This is the alleged virus outbreak on the cruise ship. That is, where's that happening? I've got a few details here. One of the oceans. Must be the Atlantic, I think. Atlantic? Pacific? Can't remember where they are at the moment. Oh, they're in the Atlantic Ocean. Okay. So it's cruise ships. Not a very big cruise ship. What were there? There were 100 passengers, 68 crew, 88 passengers and 68 crew apparently. So what happened was on the 1st of April, the ship, the MV Honduras, leaves the South Cape of South America. 10 days later, a passenger passes away. Then 14 days later, 2 weeks later, the wife of the passenger that passed away, flown from St. Helena to South Africa. Now, there has been a report by a passenger that when the ship docked in St. Helena, which is in the middle of the South Atlantic Ocean, 23 passengers got off and left. Okay, so 24th of April, the wife of the deceased passenger was flown to South Africa. 2 days later, she passed away. On the 2nd of May, another passenger died on the ship. 3rd of May, the ship arrived at a place called Cape Verde, but it was in quarantine. And I believe there have been numerous other passengers that are showing symptoms have been removed from the ship and flown to Amsterdam. One of them has since passed away. Now, what's really concerning me, and I don't want to sound alarm bells, is the fact that this report has come out that 23 passengers left the ship at St. Helena on April the 21st and headed for home 10 days after the first death. So, there's Australians, there's Brits, there's United States citizens, there's from all compasses of the world. Okay, so is this something that we should be concerned about? It does appear that, I am assuming that they're probably elderly passengers because, when you're on a several-week cruise ship with only, less than 100 passengers, you have to be fairly wealthy for that sort of thing. But there was Australian, Taiwanese, Americans to all corners of North America, English, Dutch, no Spaniards apparently, is what the passenger who said that there were those that left had said. So 23 got off the ship. Okay, 8 cases have been recorded, but only 5 have been confirmed by laboratory testing, and I believe 3 have now passed away. Okay, so let's have a look. Is this something we should be concerned about? Using the Gilded Tarot Royale. Come on down, let's have a look. Right. The world. This is all corners of the globe. Seems there's no corners in the globe, but you know what I mean. This could also indicate World Health Organization getting involved. They took a flogging with the C virus after being attacked by the US regime. But we've got the World card here, challenged by the Moon card. Yeah, I'm going to say yes, it is something to be aware of. Wear your mask if you're traveling. So the Moon card, trying to keep something under wraps, trying to keep a secret. The emotions are going to be heightened. There's going to be a long path to travel. You're going to have the two sides, the pros and the antis added again. Oh, goodness me. But you do have the pillars of wisdom and science here. Okay, so and they're both yes cards. It is something that we will need to be aware of. The energy that it's stewing in. These are the virus itself. The attempt to contain has failed. I'm just going to say that. Just be aware, wear your mask if you're traveling. The basket is empty and they're all up in the tree, which is saying that they're up where the breeze. Yep, something new, a big new virus. Here's the rat pooping in the cup, but apparently it's now suspected to be airborne. So the energy over it is the rat pooping in the cup. It is speculated that the initial person was ill before they even got on board. Careful what you wish for. But this is the energy over it, the rat pooping in the cup. Okay, the immediate future. Working together, coming together, trying to come up with some sort of solution of what to do. We've got, is that the governments or is that the WHO organisation? The CDC doesn't pretty much exist anymore in the US, but this is higher authorities making some sort of declaration. Internally, we've got the steal, deceit, lies, something happening here, attacking, win at any cost, pointed at the WHO. But you've got the figures in the background collapsed on the ground. I don't want to be an alarmist, but these cards aren't good. Hopes and fears, the Four of Wands, staying protected within the family unit. the outcome, the Page of Swords, a whistleblower determined to get the message out there, social media blowing up potentially. Oh, you've got the Emperor, ooh, and then you've got the Three of Cups. Coming together, Queen of Pentacles to bring protection and defense, the Seven of Wands, Page of Wands, crossroads moment with the Two of Swords, trying to keep it under control with the Four of Pentacles, and creating something out of nothing. I think what will happen is that they'll be able to bring together a pretty rapidly a vaccine that will be on offer with that Six of Pentacles. There will be literature in regards to it with the Eight of Pentacles, but chaotic movement forward. Ace of Cups, emotional overwhelming. Two of Wands, a choice about which way to go, but then you've got the Devil, those that tied themselves to the Devil. Okay, I do think that this it's not contained. I don't know that there will be a vaccine for it, but I'm thinking that it's once again there's going to be the vaxxers versus the anti-vaxxers, and you know what side the US regime is going to be on. So do your own research. Just be aware. Don't be alarmed. Be aware. I think they'll choices or poor choices will lead to people passing. That's all I can say, and I'm just going to say, oh gosh, and there's the Tower. Poor choices, emotive choices will lead to people passing, and then we've got this Tower moment. And then we've got the walking away. Regret, loss, walking away. This is really interesting because I was watching, I caught the last probably 10 minutes of Hogarth Live this morning, and they were talking about those that will spiritually advance, like we're at this division point of those that move forward and those that are determined to stay to determine not to progress, not to change. And I've been getting it for a long time now that humanity is on the cusp of what we would call Homo luminous. 9 times in the past, humanity has split on the tree of evolution. So this is nothing new, but what it is very much comes down to, and I was reading actually about a lot of the anti-vaxxers are now rejecting newborn infants being born, having a vitamin K booster injection. And what it's leading to is a lot of newborns ending up having brain bleeds with seizures and just passing away unnecessarily, because the vitamin K is necessary to bring about the ability to clot before the system is fully progressed. From what I understand, I may be wrong on that, but yeah, this anti-vax is costing lives. So we've got here the scientists, the researchers, the intellectuals bringing forward information, strategy, but then we've got those that determinedly reject it with the Page of Pentacles. So again, it's going to, just like with, and then you've got the dog and the wolf, the arguing about it. It's very much like with the C virus. Oh no, I'm not going to get vaccinated. Oh, my parents died. that sort of thing. I passed it on to my parents and they died, and the ones that refused to get the measles vaccination, and it was the will of God that my 5-year-old passed away. Yeah, this is rejection of what's on offer. I think it might be heavily funded, but it's also going to be legacy. Legacy, you've got the weighing up, but this is also stormy seas, especially for young people. But you've got this infighting, battling happening between, well, just even within the ranks. If somebody breaks ranks and decides to vaccinate their kids, they're going to get flogged by those that they were standing beside. So all I can just really say is keep yourself safe. If this is not being surrounded by research and technology and science and being proud of it, one might find themselves on the wrong end of history. And then we've got the new beginning, new journey, some going off the cliff. This is the Ace of Swords. It's about new technology, new research, new science, but new beginning as well. And we've got the Hermit, snake in the path, and then we've got the Death card again, and we've got the Tower card again. So be self-informed is all I can say there. I do think I think very much like the C virus, we're going to end up with those that follow medical instruction and advice and those that don't. And we'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Again, it's very much be alert, but don't be alarmed. If you are travelling, especially on, one of those enclosed cigars up in the sky with 300 of your closest friends, just mask up. I've always travelled with a mask on a plane. I don't get harangued for it. Mask up. Perhaps see if you can get yourself some hand sanitizer and stuff like that, and just stay safe and keep your eye out for advice. Okay, love to you all. It'll be okay. For those of us that know, it'll be okay. Catch you shortly. Bye-bye.